How's it going, Gothamites? Welcome back to a brand new Season 5 video, and this is a news update video, and I want to apologize as well that I haven't done a Gotham video since, I think, like the 21st of September. Now, that's not like a huge amount of time, but normally I do post in the off-season at least one video a week, so it's just been over a week. So, yeah, sorry for that, but I guess I've waited and collected a bit of news for you guys to digest and get excited, and these are kind of more teasers for what to look forward to in Season 5, behind the scenes photos and stuff. But what I do want to say to you guys first of all is that in addition to this Gotham video, I'm going to be doing like a big Gotham Season 5 Q&A, and by big I mean I'm going to answer a lot more questions, so the video is going to be likely 20 minutes or over 20 minutes. You know, I talk a lot in Q&As anyway, so head over to the community section of my YouTube channel. All you have to do is click on my YouTube channel icon or the username, and then you'll see home, videos, and then community, and then you'll see a Gotham Season 5 Q&A post there, and then just post your question and I may answer it. Obviously I can't answer 100, let alone even like 40 questions, so I'll try my best. So guys, there's a handful of photos today that I want to go over that involve Jeremiah Valeska, because Cameron Monaghan put out a post of kind of the first proper tease of Jeremiah, and there was another one going around which I want to address and talk about, but I won't show it in this video, which is kind of fairly interesting. But wait to that part on the video till I get to that. I'm sure you guys remember me talking about Magpie coming to Gotham Season 5. She is a known Batman villain, but she's kind of like obsessed with all things shiny, and some of these photos definitely show that, but and a couple of other things. But before I get into this video, guys, and break all these photos down and give my thoughts on what's going on in the Gotham realm of news at the minute, be sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this, and why not like it if you do go and enjoy it. So I guess first of all, everybody, I want to talk about the Jeremiah photo here. Here you can see an official photo that Cameron Monaghan put out himself. This is, I believe, the first proper tease we've got of Jeremiah. I don't believe they're allowed to post proper teasers beyond this, like an official look at what he looks like in the show. And this is what I want to get to in a second before commenting more on this photo and, you know, the excitement of it all, is that there is this other photo that's been going around, and essentially it got leaked by, I believe, like a crew member on set. It was like one of those rookie mistakes. It's been done many times before. Like, you might be like a sound guy or something like that. You might take a photo, upload it to your Instagram, hashtag it something like the Joker or Gotham, and then you might get in a little bit of shit in it because people like me and Gotham fan accounts will be tweeting it everywhere, and we'll find it. It's a thing that happens. So this photo has been going around, but multiple fan accounts were asked to kind of take it down politely. So I think this is another reason why I've decided to hold off on this video, because I was just thinking about it, and out of respect for the people, or, you know, whoever's asking these fan accounts, because I've heard that it's multiple. Obviously there's loads and loads of Gotham accounts out there, you know, on Twitter or Instagram that repost stuff, and they were directly contacted by various people, various important people, like if they could take it down, which has been very, very fascinating to me, because the photo isn't massively anything hugely exciting compared to what I was thinking about ever since, you know, Season 3. There was so many drone behind the scenes photos being taken that I reported on, but since this seems to be a big deal, I won't show it, but I do want to talk about it very briefly, because at the end of the day, I think they don't want it shown, because at the end of the day, for a first look of what everyone's excited about with Jeremiah, beyond the one that Cameron Monaghan posted here, it's like a blurry one. It's like, right now, I'm guessing my lights are too bright. It's like, imagine that even brighter on my face. You can barely see Jeremiah's face and everything like that. But the interesting thing that I wanted to talk about with it, and this is another thing as to why I didn't see why it was such a huge deal, because there's not too much to talk about. But yet again, if I was doing this role and I was making a show, if I wanted to give a first proper look out at it, I wouldn't want it to be a crappy photo. So I would want to wait till, for example, like Cameron Monaghan posts something like this, or like a full photo look until when they are ready to do that. And I'm guessing that will be after the trailer this Sunday. So the photo essentially, by the way, involves, and I'll go over this very quickly, Jeremiah wearing, well, basically his same getup. The green hair, by the way, seems to be completely discounted. I mentioned in the video back, and this was circulating around everywhere, oh, Jeremiah will have brighter green hair this season. From what I'm seeing, it's not too different from what we saw last season, which was always had a very low emphasis on the low key there. green tint to it, but they couldn't use pure green, traditional Joker green, because of licensing and rights issues. We've been over that 1,000 times. But the interesting thing is as well that he's wearing a purple shirt. It's not like, from what I saw, you know, in Gotham season 4, he had like half purple and then like half black, was it, or something, like a different color, because they weren't allowed to use the full look, but they could kind of be creative and make it Jokery, but Jeremiah-y, if that makes sense. But it's quite cool. He's wearing a purple shirt. He was also in Wayne Manor, and I believe this was in the filming of episode 6 as well, guys, which makes it very interesting. So expect Jeremiah around episode 6. Sure enough, obviously by episode 7, Ace Chemicals, but of course I would place a very safe bet on episode 6. So Wayne Manor, very interesting. Obviously, he thinks Bruce is his best friend and everything like that. You can use your own imagination there for all the reasons why he would be in Wayne Manor and trying to get back to Bruce Wayne. You know, that's quite a pivotal thing for Jeremiah, and that kind of teases the Jokery, best friendly relationship thing and fascination with Batman that he's had in some iterations. Well, like in all iterations, but it's not necessarily always the best friend fascination, is it? But anyway, guys, that's seriously all there is to that photo. It's not a big deal, apart from like the purple shirt tease and like in Wayne Manor, you really can't see much. It's blurry as heck, but I thought I would include that with this awesome shot that Cameron Monaghan put out himself. I would definitely recommend waiting until you see like proper looks like this, like what Cameron releases, because, you know, this is a really sinister smile. You can see Jeremiah's green eyes there. He's obviously put a filter on it. There's a bit of it's like kind of blacky white, but there's a blue hue to it. It's really cool. Jeremiah is actually smiling, and we have seen people mention that a lot. And we have seen him smile quite a few times before, but consistently he's more of the chilling Joker approach. I've said this 1,000 times before, like the Dark Knight Returns. But here it kind of makes me excited, but I don't want to get carried away, because we really wanted to hear Jeremiah do a proper laugh. Not necessarily Jerome, because he's not Jerome at the end of the day, but something more Jokery. Yes, I get that I've said the Dark Knight Returns, but in the Dark Knight Returns, he is very Jeremiah there, but he does do quite a Looney Tuny kind of laugh. And seeing him smile here makes me think, so are they going to bring more of those Joker laugh qualities to Jeremiah? I really hope so, because when you see that smile there, you didn't actually see Jeremiah do that much, apart from when they're at that cemetery and he blew that guy's head off. If you remember, when he wiped the Joker makeup off, he got shot on the shoulder. He did that like sniff or whatever, like of a laugh. I can't think of the word right now. Apart from that, you didn't really see teeth smiling. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for Cameron Monaghan and Jeremiah. But let's move on to Magpie now. Now, interestingly enough, these photos come from Kaizion from Instagram. She is the stunt double who did the stunt double work for Echo in the maze scene. I'm sure you guys remember in the maze, or Jeremiah's maze, when she was hypnotized by Jervis Tet, she was being a badass. But it seems that I thought she was just doing the stunt double stuff for Magpie, but it could be possible that she's actually, or Gotham are actually letting her play Magpie as well. So we've got a few teasers here. I'm showing them on the screen right now. I'm sure you're seeing various different photos. As for the look, guys, from what we can see, we can mainly see the hair and the face. I do dig it. I really do. I think the sheen of the screen will make it look even better. Quite a few people I spoke to were kind of concerned about Magpie's looks in the comics were so outgoing that it was almost a bit... Well, from what I gathered, people didn't really like it, and how would that look on Gotham screens? We don't actually see a full look of her here, but we do see that shadow, that silhouette of Magpie, and it seems that they're kind of keeping like the shoulder elements and the kind of dressy kind of bit there from the comics, but I don't think it will be as wild as some of those comic book looks. I'm quite excited for it. I'm sure it will look great, but in this photo as well, I find it very telling to the character, because you see her surrounded by loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of shiny things. I think that's really awesome, and this might be a hideout, or where she takes all of the things she's fascinated with, because that is very much what drives her character. So yeah, I would love to know what you guys think of this. Now, another interesting photo that Kaizion, the stunt double, posted was a newspaper, and now this could be seriously irrelevant, but it could be a little tease. I really don't want you guys, when you're watching this video from me right now, to get mega excited. But she took a picture of a newspaper, of the Gotham Gazette, saying Robin Red Hood Gang. Now, as we all know, in Gotham, they've already done like a little like tribute or their homage to the Red Hood Gang, even though it wasn't like, oh, you know, random John Doe guy put on this helmet, let's go to, you know, running away from Ace Chemicals and fall in the chemical vat, blah blah blah. That it wasn't like that, but it was like, as I just said, a tribute. But what we do know is Ace Chemicals is titled with episode 7. Some people have got theories that it's not going to be Jeremiah that falls in. It could actually be Echo. And that is how Echo will become lunacy insane as well. And her and Jeremiah will be like we might not get the confirmation of the whole Joker in season 5, but it will be insinuated that these two are those characters that will develop and grow out if they're raking away that inspiration story arc. Honestly, I don't know what more to say than what I've already said before with stuff like that. It's all fascinating stuff, but obviously I have to discuss the possibility that this Robin Red Hood gang could be, linked to that Ace Chemicals Killing Joke storyline. They could be doing that. I would have to say I wouldn't put any hopes on there actually being a Red Hood traditional Killing Joke storyline in episode 7, Ace Chemicals. Just because, even though that would be so cool, I just don't think that's going to happen. So maybe this is just a headline for the Gotham Gazette, something that, the camera might pick up in the background and they just wanted to put it on there. But you never know, leading up to episode 7, they could have the Red Hood gang or a form of the Red Hood gang return. But Robin Red Hood gang is interesting. Are they actually stealing from the banks and giving to the poor? Or is it more like the Killing Joke where they're actually doing crime stuff for greed? I don't know. It could actually just be nothing. That's why I want you guys to take this with a whopping grain of salt in terms of applying this to actual Joker development in season 5. So guys, this one is pretty old, but I wanted to give my take on it because, as I said, I kind of saved it for a video where I could talk about a few things. Shane West, as you may know, was cast as Eduardo Dorrance. We've been speculating, is that Bane or is it Bane's father, King Snake? We don't know. He did put like a tease of a video out, which is what I'm talking about, of his camera, his cell phone, like just going closer and closer to his face. He has a mask over his face. You could argue that is where the Bane mask might be one day, but at the same time, it could just be like a misdirect because he might be King Snake, Bane's father. Ben McKenzie News, which is like a Gotham outlet kind of thing on Twitter, said, Gotham season 5 is Shane West just begging us to assume that he's Bane, and then he retweeted that with a quote saying, "We shall see soon enough." Yet again, this really isn't confirmation. He could just be poking the bear, getting some buzz going, even though he might be playing King Snake. But at the same time, this could mean that he really is playing Bane. But we really don't know. It could be, Gotham, as I've said a billion times over. I personally don't think Bane would work in his traditional character origin. I've got a whole video, I'm sure I'll leave it in the cards above, as to why Bane wouldn't work in Gotham. But then again, in hindsight, when Gotham changed so much, I think it was just painful for me to imagine at first, because Bane's origin is so specific that morphing it, like with this guy coming into Gotham, felt kind of a bit too unnatural of a change. But at the same time, Gotham have had quite a lot of success in huge character changes before in the show, so they could bring Eduardo Bane into the show, even though it's so different from the comic book origin. And Shane West, as he says here, we shall see soon enough, could literally be what you're thinking. He could be Bane, but we're gonna have to wait and see there. Very exciting stuff though. Obviously there's a few episodes that he's gonna be in, the two most important ones being Penny Adura. I think that's episode 6, and then there is, I think episode 9 is I Am Bane, but don't quote me on that. But anyway guys, that is absolutely everything. I would love to know your thoughts on all of these teases in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought of what I said. Let me know what you're most excited about from what I discussed in today's video. But other than that, everyone, if you're brand new to this channel, I'd really appreciate it if you, liked the video, I guess. But if you're brand new, why not subscribe for more Gotham Season 5 updates like this? We're talking news updates and reviews when the show comes out. This Sunday, there's going to be, a lot of Gotham news, so expect Gotham videos, especially this Sunday onwards. But other than that, guys, links as always are in the description down below to social media, to places where you can support the channel even more. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you Gothamites in the next video. Goodbye.